Good afternoon. It's Rolf and
Corey Weininger.
coming to you live from our combined location here in beautiful downtown Ellensburg, Washington. Can we say downtown? We can say anything we want.
Yeah.
We are coming to you live, and I'm really excited to have Corey join me today. And he is going to tell us a little bit about Weiners, because they are coming up on 30 years of making ice cream. So, Corey, tell me a little bit. Well, I should say, I should let you say it. So, how are you going to celebrate, Corey?
So we're going to celebrate on May 16th, we're going to do dollar scoops all day long, at both locations. So yeah, that's how we're doing it.
That's awesome. So you're giving back to the people. And then you also mentioned that you're going to have a special birthday shake.
Yeah, so right now, all month long, we're featuring Sunday Rochelle, which is my sister, who actually started making the whole ice cream. Ice cream's kind of a two-step process, so I got to be half of it, she got to be the other half of it, and then we worked together too as well. And so then we're also doing a birthday cake shake too, to where we actually blend in confetti cake right into the milkshake. And then we, put a sample of confetti on top of it, all that kind of stuff, and then it's a gluten-free option as well. So we make gluten-free confetti.
It's a celebration all inside a milkshake.
Absolutely.
And so that is going to be Monday, May 16th.
Yep.
Dollar scoops, the birthday shake, and
That's all month long.
all month long on the shake.
Birthday
Yeah,
cake.
not the dollar scoop.
No.
Now read the fine print. The lawyers are jumping up and down in the background. So Corey, tell me about Weiners and the history of Weiners.
So, we've been here since 1956. My grandfather is the one that started the business way back when. We had 4 cows to start with, and we progressed from there. And in 1960, we started selling the milk. Well, we sold it beforehand. It's always kind of funny how things have changed, because you used to milk the cow, stick it in a 10-gallon can, put it out in the creek to cool down for the rest of the day, sell it out of there all day long, and then start over the next day. Couldn't do that today. So it's pretty interesting how things change. Yeah. So, that was kind of the way we started in that. And then in 1960, they started bottling raw milk and doing that into a bigger scenario. And then in 1972, my dad wanted to get back involved in the business. Well, he came back before, but he went to college for a year or two. Then came back because he missed it. And he started bottling milk and doing that and doing it. Got into 2% milk, and then we progressed from there. In 82, we got into Albertsons, which is now the grocery outlet, which again, things change here in this valley. And that was kind of the first grocery store we got into with milk. And then from there, we went into, he progressed, and we started getting into the fat-free craze, kicked in about the 1990s or so, maybe a little sooner than that. Everybody was pulling, all the fat out of everything. And so we had this excess cream. And so, you separate the cream from it. And we had this excess cream to be able to do something with. And so we finally, my dad's always had a vision and a mission to make his own ice cream. So that's what he decided to go ahead and do, because my sister wanted to come back to the business. So in 1992 is when my dad invested in all this, and that's when we launched the ice cream and stuff, and doing all that kind of stuff to what we have today. It's also when we first started making coffee too, or started doing the whole whatever this is, because back then it was always funny, people would yell at you for a $3 gallon of milk, but put a shot of coffee in a 16-ounce cup and you can sell it for $3 all day, and nobody cared. So it was like, okay, you do a little math, it made sense to go for it and try it out. And so, we launched into that too in the coffee business. We had this one little ice cream espresso stand thing right where we used to, milk cows and do all that. And then we kind of progressed.
And where was the dairy for people that don't remember that?
So it's up off of 15th Street, which is up off, it used to be the countryside of West 15th. We actually have a jingle that says that. So
And
it's out
this-
there by Mount Stewart School.
Yeah, it would have been right beside Mount Stewart School, because I can remember going to Mount Stewart School and the cows were right there.
Yeah.
And you'd go to the dairy and you could hear that clinking of the glass milk jars
Oh,
and so
yes.
forth.
Yeah.
And you guys had a little ice cream, like dilly bar kind of thing, or ice cream bar.
Yeah.
That was off, and it always had that smell of washed down concrete. I just, so strange, but those are my memories of Weiners and going in there and
Yeah.
getting milk, and
Absolutely.
they were in those wire milk
Oh, yeah.
crates.
Yep, the wire milk crates. You used to pack them out by 6 or 4 or whatever somebody had, and yeah, it was a whole big.
And
thing.
so at that point, you could actually go to the dairy, which was located right beside Mount Stewart, and you could walk in and you could buy milk in jars, and then you would bring them back.
Yep.
And they would wash
Wash
them
them.
and reuse them,
Yep.
and so forth.
Yep.
So you are actually, what generation of winemakers?
3rd generation.
3rd generation. And then the 4th generation is currently making ice cream?
Yep.
And-
Yep. So Jacob, well, really all the kids have all been a part of it. So my sister's kids, actually my daughter too, she's all a part of it now too. Curtis wants to be a part of it, but you know, he's only 12, so I guess there's some legal things. I don't know. Still trying to work through that, but he'll get there.
So, do you know what the statistics of businesses making it to the 3rd generation is?
I really don't have a clue.
13%.
13%.
So, congratulations. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And not only have you survived, but you thrived. And there is no longer a dairy.
No longer a dairy. In 1996, we ended up going ahead and selling the cows and stuff because just a lot of different things kind of happened, and so we just decided, well, let's do that. We shrank down from, I think we had 4 retail locations at that time, and we shrank down to 1, which is where the porch is nowadays. It wasn't that, but it was a different one. And so then it took us a lot of years to figure out that we weren't farmers anymore. You know, when you're a farmer, you think about, okay, this is the cows, this is how it is, this is how much you grow, this is how much you can grow, this is how much the cows are producing so you can make. Well, we finally dawned on us that, you know, realistically, you know, our pasture now, or our fields, or whatever, our cows and whatever is the world. So we just kind of went after it, and we said, well, okay, let's go grow. And so that's when we went up to up there at University in Alder is kind of where we finally branched out again to kind of make a bigger location, and that took off and was a good thing on that part, and we were excited to keep doing that. But then some other things happened in a sense, and so we were looking for another location or looking for a different place to carry on with what we had, and that's where then, you know, coming to you and asking about, you know, this lot that we're sitting in right at the moment.
And before we get into that story, let's just mention that it is Corey Weiniger, and my name's Rolf, and we're coming to you live from our combined location here at 111 East University Way in beautiful Ellensburg, Washington. And a beautiful day. It's not snowy yet. Keep that in mind, people. And Corey has joined us today to talk about their celebration of 30 years of making ice cream. And so you kind of walked us through the dairy years and so forth, and how you started making ice cream. And you were just mentioning about the location here. Do you want to share how this occurred?
Sure. I mean, it was kind of one of those deals, like I say, we weren't sure where the scenario was with the current location at University in Alder. We wanted a bigger one anyway, and so we were looking for a piece of dirt. So I came and asked you if you were open to selling this, and you said no, but I'm willing to build a building. So that's how it all started. And so 2 years later, we finally got the building built and up and going, and what are we now? 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
I think we're 5+.
Yeah, it's been a great scenario, great relationship, I think.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, 2 family businesses combining, and we started out as a soda fountain, and we're celebrating our 75th year. And going back and having that food offering and so forth, it's great. It makes us more of a destination, and you hear it all the time about people coming here because they Googled art supplies or something, and then they go ice cream, or they're coming in, I go, why did you come in? And they said, we Googled ice cream, and we came over there, and then we saw this stuff. So it's just been a really great opportunity, I think, for both of us and for the community.
Yeah.
A real sense of place, which I know is really important to my dad. So
Yeah.
So on May 16th, that's a week from today.
Week from today.
You are celebrating this accomplishment by,
Dollar scoops all day long at both locations.
and those would be scoops of
Ice cream. Sorry.
ice cream.
Yeah.
When Weiners says scoops, they're talking ice cream. And also, all month long, you said you have the birthday shake.
Yep. With the funfetti in it, or confetti, or whatever I'm supposed to say. Some sort of cake. It's really good. And then we're obviously featuring my sister, Sunday Rochelle, her ice cream as this month, because she is the one that really started the whole process and that kind of stuff.
So tell me about your names of your ice cream.
So most of them are after local valley type things or family members or any of that kind of stuff. We used to, we wanted to do something fun, not be the same old, boring vanilla caramel type of thing. Although people have a struggle sometimes with trying to remember what flavors are what, what names are what. So maybe we did some screw up there, but it is what we are. We're going to keep going with that. So we just basically, if you get married into the family, then you have an opportunity to get a name. If you're born into the family, you have an opportunity. Some other family members just have to beg. Some, friends, that kind of stuff, all sorts around. We do different things. We try to make it fun and make it understand. It's not what's kind of a unique thing is not everybody's name enjoys their flavor.
So they don't get a choice, you just name it after.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, hey, we're coming out with this, and then like, hey, we're going to name it after you. So,
welcome to the family.
absolutely.
No, that's great. Is there anything else you wanted to share with people?
I just, I think the main thing is just saying thank you. It's amazing to be here this many years. It's amazing to still be a part of the community and serving them the way we do. I love this community. I love being around it. I love being a part of it. And it's definitely something that, I'm looking forward to many more years of doing whatever we can, because I don't foresee us going anywhere. Hope not. And we're working our butts off to make sure that doesn't happen. And so I think it's, I think it's pretty amazing that everybody, if you see my sister, you should go, give her a high five, congratulate her, give her a hug or something, because she has to put up with me. And she really makes this thing run as hard as it possibly does. And she's extremely, everything that we have, a lot has to do with, who she is and what she does. So she doesn't get a lot of accolades a lot of times, because I guess I'm the loudmouth of the family, so I take over for my dad. And so anyway, but she really is the heart and soul of what we do, and it really shows by even just starting, 30 years ago, busting our butts to still be here, where a lot of businesses would have just said, we're done. So again, thank you for supporting us, thank you for being a part of our family as well.
And thank you for taking the time to pop in on this. If you got any questions or anything, please go ahead and just put them in the chat, and we'll probably won't get to them now since we're about to wrap up, but we will take a look. America will make sure we follow up. And by the way, speaking of thank yous, thank you, America, for filming this once again.
Of
And
course.
thank you, Corey. It's been a great relationship, and we look forward to another 30 years.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.